Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kill10Reds. Welcome back to Sunless Sea. We're at Station 3, and I don't have anything else that rhymes with E, but one thing that I do have is a brief memory of that fact that we need a searing enigma to advance our quest for a mighty piece of boom. Which is a bit unfortunate since we just gave one away, but oh well, such is life in the Untersee. We also need 3 double bone dice and we get those in Palmerston, so I guess that is probably a good idea to make a stop over there. And other than that, I don't really know. I guess we could go to Khan's Shadow and grab some... grab some supplies and then maybe... What the hell is the Gant pole anyway? We haven't really ever uncovered it, have we? Maybe that's a way to get a searing enigma. Or we could go and check in Irem how much it actually is to get one. We're still okay-ish for terror, so I guess we'll putter around here a little longer. But since we only have 1,000 echoes, I don't think a searing enigma is all that affordable. Especially since I don't really have all that many secrets. Yeah, I only have 2, that's not really gonna help. With the Gant pole thing, I just kind of want to check because it's... Oops, sorry. Because it's this Gant thing there again. Actually, didn't we have something curious that we found that could pass for... one of these color? No, we have a captivating treasure. Okay. Captivating treasure. That's worth quite a bit, I do believe. Need to remember the controls, so just keep hitting escape. Alright, so we're near the Khanate now. Let's get to Khan's Shadow. Or can we reach Palmerston? We can probably reach Palmerston pretty easily. Because I think it's cheaper there to resupply. Oh, Ogadai's Bridge. Whoops, sorry Ogadai. Yeah, let's pass through here. Check in here quickly. Grab a port report. And then go to Palmerston. This is a bit weird because it's sort of the whole thing of needing a searing enigma kind of threw me a bit for a loop there. What do we do? Time in a tea house, hire crew. Huh. Wonder Khan's Heart. I don't think we've ever done that. Pay a storyteller, we've done that. Establish a spy. Right, we can do that with a diplomatic agent. Let's try for a port report. Oops. Let's try one more time. No, okay. Let's not do that again. Let's just wander Khan's Heart. A quiet street. A narrow street opens on your left. The filament bulbs here are green tinted and the street is unusually dim, like the space between a thick forest canopy. 10 steps in and the noise of crowds on the canal side is oddly hushed. A quiet street washed with serpent green light from bulbs overhead. The houses here are dark, empty seeming. Paint peels and bats chitter. A single shop, however, is open. Its windows glow with candlelight. The shopkeeper is a tall woman with pale eyes, not a local, but not a Londoner either. She blows the dust of her baize box and smiles toothily at you. Purchase a puck of violet ink. Purchase a watchful curio, a drowning pearl, a strange catch. A soothe and copper long box. For 77 echo. Oh. A brass-backed mirror. Let's buy one of these again. The shopkeeper opens a trapdoor. A pale and surly youth comes up blinking and hastily dons a pair of dark glasses. He helps you carry the long box down to the dock, mute all the way. Okay, change of plan. We will go back to station 3. Well, I guess we'll go to Khan's Shadow first just to grab a bit of fuel. Flee the nightmare, please. We lost 1 menaces. New nightmare strength is 1. I think it hasn't been that low for quite some time, which is nice. Don't know how that happened, considering all the terror we're putting poor old Rutherford through. Kind of miffed that we lost pages at the Iron Republic. That was unexpectedly rude. Okay, Khan's Shadow, here we come. But yeah, Searing Enigma, that's a tricky one. I should hold on to these better, but I keep finding myself so in financial trouble, and that one is actually one that I got rid of just because I wanted the spy network to get established, so yeah. Not great, not great. Let's get a port report from this place and go and buy at least a little bit of fuel and supplies. We can sell it for 1,000. Thanks. I know what I just said, but I think the captivating treasure is actually meant for you to make a lot of money off it. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'm still very much flying blind, but I've talked about the fact that I found one. And it sounded from what I've been told, it sounded like there isn't usually an event use for them, so it's okay to sell them, and now we're actually a little bit more comfortable, and maybe we can actually afford to buy a Searing Enigma for Echoes. How much was that? Wasn't it thousands though? I can't remember. Oh no, I think you can even, I don't think you can even, you can buy secrets there for like 1,000 or something. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll just hit up Irem after we go to Palmerston and see what the possibilities are there. But yeah, Station 3 again, because we have the long box. And they should be interested in that here, hopefully. At least they were last time we had one. So let's give it a look. Is it inside? Errands for the Acolyte? A visit to Susan Copper? A novel present. She's in search of new music to sing at her work. No, is it inside the little... Yes, there it is. Exchange a long box for a heart metal ingot, or deliver a long box to the Acolyte. What use is heart metal to you, but then what use is a long box? Perhaps you imagine the whisper at the shoulder, what use indeed is a heart. When you turn, there's only the ragged flirting of the wind. I think I want to pursue this with the Acolyte a little further. A faint smile. It's difficult to read her expression behind those goggles. Perhaps she's pleased to see you, or perhaps she's only eager to continue her work. Gain 2 Station 3, earning Acolyte's favor, and new total is 8. We've lost the long box, we gained 100 echo. So okay, we didn't make a loss here, and we gained some favor. That's nice. The ingot was probably more worth it, but I'm hoping for more story out of the Acolyte, because I really want to know what the hell is going on in this place. That's very intriguing to me. Like, that whole place is very intriguing. Right, I think I've mentioned this in an Eisenwald episode today already, considering that most of, like, almost I think all of the videos that I made so far were made with Shadowplay, and I'm now using a different bit of software, so if you notice anything funky in this video, any visual glitches, anything that you dislike, please drop me a comment, because I have switched to a different software since the audio quality is so terrible in Shadowplay. Beneath the cavern that holds the undersea is prowled by dreams. There's a story that it was once a skull of a dead god. Perhaps that would explain it. Listen to your dreams. What will you learn? Huh. A dream of sand. The ship crosses a desert, not a sea. Black sand whispers against the hull, sand like grains of glittering night. Your crew sit on deck at a long table lined with candles, eating a rich red feast. A reckoning, one remarks as she spears a goblet of meat with a fork, is not to be postponed indefinitely. To the north, a light bulges hernially above the horizon, a searing kind of sunlight. Gain fragments and terror. Well... no, I actually need to stay out here until something awaits me in port again, I think. Because, I kind of need that for Palmerston as well, I think. No, I don't want anything to do with you people. Is this Palmerston already? I think it might be. Thornwell Croft and Shepherd Isle. Oh no, Shepherd Isle. What the hell? Oh, well, why not? Might as well have a look, because I think we can get a port report here as well. What was that place again? Shepherd Isle? Was that the weird monks, or...? Can't quite remember. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you there are no actual shepherds on Shepherd Isle. Picnic at the Standing Stones. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water and row you over to the stones. Tales of Standing Stones, Tales of Three Graves, Tales of Thornwell Croft. The rest of the Z needs mushroom wine. Okay, let's get a port report going. Surface rolling like porridge pot with the roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 widows swim in tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. There's rather a lot of this material. Let's have a picnic with them, I guess. It sounds amusing. A peaceful afternoon. Your sailors watch the fireflies shimmer, swap shanties rather, pass around the grog and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined Z-bats. Grasses knot in the breeze across the dark water. The lights of Abbey Rock glow watchfully. Oh yeah, Abbey Rock I think was the one I was thinking of. Alright, why not? Where's Abbey Rock? That's where Abbey Rock is, yeah. There's a whole unexplored bit as well. Let's make it to Palmerston though. Because that's where we can grab some more fuel. And I'm not entirely sure what supplies, but supplies aren't exactly worrying me quite yet. But yeah, I can't quite remember how the market in Irem works. Hopefully we can make a Searing Enigma happen somehow with the other stuff we have, with like Z stories or Tales of Terror or something like that. There's brimstone on the wind. Ooh. And Mom's knife is circling around. Sorry, I keep making very uncharacteristic Binding of Isaac references because I happen to enjoy that game a lot. Even though I'm not really good at it. There's a surprise. Right, Palmerston. Welcoming with the horrible music there. Well, horrible in a sense of it's quite good, but it's also quite tension building. Right, we have something awaiting in port, which is great. Alright, so let's get started. What's a hold space? Okay. 3 of... and... okay, let's do it this way then. Yep, that works. Do we go up the crater and say hello to the Deviless again? I think we do. The Deviless disconsolate. She pours the tea with a shaking hand. Her eyes are distant. The lights, the agonies, the scalding mists of lead. I miss them so. I long to return from exile. I was such a fool, there's no future with the convention. Will you help me? I overhear things. here at the gate. The convention's plans. Take them back to London for me. The officialdom of hell will show gratitude to me, and I will show gratitude to you. Huh? She hands you an envelope. Unsealed, she points out. I choose to trust you. She's certainly lying. Devils do not trust. You know, one message. An occurrence. That's all for now. The Deviless has asked you to take something back to London. Now that's intriguing. That might be a way to get an enigma. Does it have more? Unsealed, but written in one of the more esoteric scripts of hell. Very interesting. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go Frostfound, Irem, Gantpole, Chalanet, and then swing back that way around to London, maybe? That sounds like a journey we can make, but geez, okay, that was unexpected. I like the way this develops, where you sort of, even though you do go round and round to the same places, like at some point you just have seen most of the ports, but it still enables you to see new events in the other ports, because it's not always the same events every time you visit, and some just require repeat visits to advance them. Even though you don't necessarily have to do anything or like pass a check all the time or like bring a gift or something. It sometimes just helps to visit a place a couple of times. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like really hard to find fault with this game. I mean, the combat isn't the most amazing feature. Then again, it's also not the most central feature of the game. If anything, it maybe come across as a tiny bit grindy, but that's really just my... Oh, well, the way we've been playing it together, like for me recording it and like showing it off on the channel, that's not essentially grindy. But if you wanted to get to a ship quicker, you could make it a little grindy, but then again, that's, you know, it's kind of your own choice. Create a port report. Do we want to take tea with them? I think we've done that before. Have we talked to them about the castle? I can't remember. If you can enter, you should not. We greet enthusiasts here from time to time. Yes, you might be able to enter the castle before the appointed time. You might even find something of value. Oh, right. I think I remember this. Yeah, you need to have terror no more than 20 to go in there. Ah, well. I momentarily forgot. Ignore. Alright. Yeah, this is a bit of a repeat offender, that event. Okay, we have this. I guess the next stop is Irem. But yeah, I mean, we have 2000 Echo now, and potentially we can turn that into a bit more, but getting to 8,000, or... Actually, I'm not even sure. Can we see this from... No, we can't see this from here, can we? Because this has a trade-in value, of course, and I can't remember how much it is. So I think effectively we need something like 5, maybe 6,000 to get that merchant ship. It's a stretch, but it's not impossible. I think I'm going to try to end this journey in London, and then I see if I have time next week to do a bit of grinding and grind out a bit of money. Because I think that's the best way to advance the series from now on, is to actually get the repetitive stuff that's only there to gain currency and whatnot out of the way. And then just do the interesting stuff when I'm recording. Hopefully that'll pan out, because it's really a bit of a situation where I don't have an abundant amount of time anymore, and I might actually be in a situation quite shortly where I have to move country, so that's gonna be interesting, but you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And whoops, what happened? Wow, this sucks. But yeah, in case I have to move country, I will get on recording a decent amount of backlog and hopefully be able to also get myself set up with internet again very, very soon, because otherwise I'm going to go insane. In any case, I'm just trying to remember what... Right, her quest ended kind of weirdly, because I think there's something that needs to happen before she is going to talk again. I'm not entirely sure what, because we just had her have a bit of a breakdown and then she kind of stormed out. And her is just like, we have to keep going to all these places to find her mother, I guess. Which is always super profitable so far, so I don't really mind. Does she even have a quest? Oh yeah, the whole go far to the east and the name's prison and very, very cryptic. Can't even begin to guess what that's about. We do have a few more officers there, of course, that we can still cycle through, but I'll just get completely confused at some point. Yeah, that's the weird report. And now let's have a look. Do we have strange catch? We could have sold a captivating treasure for fuel? Wow. A dread surmise. A searing enigma is extraordinary implications. Well, that's not very helpful. Oh, 3 of. No, 5 of. Ugh. Wow. Huh. Can we sell anything else? Not really. Do I really want to do this? Wow, that's... Phew. How much is this? 3, this is 1,000... 1,600 almost, over 1,600. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, God, that was painful. This is gonna suck a bit, but I do have the chance to make it back to Station 3 now. And hopefully finish that quest, because it's like the money is sort of a vessel, and like I said, it can be sort of grinded back, but usually these officer quests, they just pay out really, really nicely, so it was a bit of a gamble. But I'm hoping for a nice payout. And if it's a weapon, then that is a nice payout, you know. I do hope it's a weapon. Like, I keep operating under the assumption that it's a weapon that we're gonna get, but knowing this game, we might as well just get like a bunch of flowers and a flag or something, I don't know. It's like, you can't be sure. But yeah, wow. But it's good to know that we can get the searing enigmas that way, because at some point money might be a little easier to come by. And then we might be glad if we get the chance to go up there and just buy some searing enigmas and fuel our storylines. God, I hope that was worth it. That was a lot of echoes. Brr. Well, you know. I don't know. Could be a terrible decision, but it's made, so... Alright, I need to swing down in this here, and then... Maybe we can pick up some more Scintillac. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you dare. I'm not interested in messing around right now. Okay, thank you very much. And here we go. See if Sintelek is forthcoming. That might give us a little bit of money as well. Okay, Port Cecil. Gather intelligence, port report, and gather Sintelek. Have we had that before? We have had that before and we failed, I think. Yeah. We failed and we gained 1 Sintelek. Oh well. Gravity, I have fallen. Yeah, definitely we had that before. Where we just touch the Sintelek and go mildly insane. I think there's nothing more for us to do. Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, we have returned the Nacre's outcast. We're back in the cavern, and of course, yes, the outcast toddles eagerly over to the chest port to place the Sphinx Stone piece at one corner. Oh yes, the voice of the principal sighs. Oh yes, that will very good. But I ache so to be reduced, to be less. Will you bring more? I will pay most in Sintelek and in secrets. Yes, I'll need to complete my chess set, and then you'll need to defeat me. Bring me a wakeful idol to be my new bishop, a monstrous tooth to be my new knight, a heart-shelled silver to be my new root, a little flint to be my new paw, a fluke core for my kin. At each face the outcast nods and sways and nods and sways. Somehow it looks frightened. We've gained 7 Sintelek? Awesome! Holy crap! I think our financial troubles just went away again. I completely forgot that we had Nacre's outcast at the stage where he could... Wow! Well, that's nice. We have 12 Sintelek, so 7 for the guy... for the merchant venture. And 5 to sell at 70 each. 350. Merchant venture is giving us 700, I think. Or even more, which is over 1,000 then. So we should be back to over 1,000 without even handing in a single port report. That is very, very pleasant to experience now. I am pleased. But yeah, let's ooh. Excuse me. Let's go back to Station 3 for the 3rd time in this episode. And just make sure that we can finish the Cannoneer's quest. And then back to London. That's really great. I didn't expect that at all. Like, I was sure that you could buy something for Echoes in Irem, but I wasn't sure that a Syrian Enigma would be within our reach. Now, it was expensive, but in a way, it was not that bad, considering that we just had that windfall again. Like, this game really... it's like highs and lows are very close together, and it sort of forces you to sometimes take a leap and just trust in the fact that it will all turn out well. Which admittedly it not always does, and it might be the end of the playthrough at some point, but be that as it may, it wouldn't really be enjoyable if that weren't the case, so yeah. I've never been, like, growing up at least, where it was maybe even more common to have this mechanism. I wasn't really hugely into permadeath games, and I was or I used to be a really fairly compulsive saver slash reloader. But it sort of detracts from a lot of games. And I like this aspect of you got one shot and if you blow it then you start over. There is of course the legacy aspect, and we should probably keep that in mind to sort of build an inheritance for a future captain, especially since there is an expansion apparently in the works for the game that might be cool to explore with a new captain. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to the emporium, and we have everything we need. A shining horror. For 7 days the smith works. Only the cannoneer is permitted within. Your sailors place bets on whether they blow themselves up and whether the explosion will eradicate Station 3 as well. There are no explosions. At last the cannoneer opens the smithy door, grinning a tired but dazzling grin. He gestures to the seal. The armature that now constrains it is meshed with silvery hard metal. The glyphs flicker frantically like trapped insects. The weapon emits a constant low, barely audible growl. The air in the room is stifling hot. Behold, the cannoneer says, the Memento Mori. The grin dissipates. It's finished. I'm not sure what to do now. Mount the Memento Mori on your ship, or sell it to one of the warlike Z nations. Some will give you better prices than others. You may tilt the balance of power on the Z. Lost, lost, lost. Cannoneer has completed masterwork. You've lost one awakened seal. You now have one Memento Mori. What is it? And where is it? This is it. Omnia mors perimit et nulli miseretur. Iron +6, Murs +3. Forward weapon. Hull damage +22. Life damage 32 compared to... Holy crap. Oh god, what the hell? Stagger amount 2 seconds. It staggers. It staggers. Holy shit. Well, this should be good. That was a little more than I expected. I'll be the first to admit. Dear God. Okay. Okay. Kinda wanting to make a quick turn up to Abbey Rock and grab a port report and then remove some of these black squares up there. Jeez. Okay, so now we have, yeah, we have those both at our disposal. Damn. That is pretty crazy. Holy crap. That's a bit of an upgrade, and I think that was totally worth what we paid for it, considering that the store-bought upgrades are really, you know, expensive but not as good, I think, if you can even get any. Okay, Abbey Rock. Port report, please. And... okay, knock at the Ironstone Gate with news. Oh, sure, yeah. The muscular prioress, the abbess's lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to news of marsh beast predations and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Ah, okay, we lose terror for that. That's not particularly good. Watch the convent. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters stalk along the very tops of the walls. You watch through a spyglass as they leap and hurl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God, one of them just turned a somersault. That's all for now. Okay. Bye-bye. Right, we need to sort of find our way back to London, but that should be fine. With 4 supplies and 9 fuel, that should definitely be more than enough. That was a very, very productive journey for once. Yeah. Let's just see maybe we can make another discovery. I'm guessing we're still missing a few elements of the map, but I don't know. Like, maybe we've discovered the most important bits already? I guess so. I mean, there's still, yeah, we have to visit that corner at some point, and this place here, because I don't know what the Gant pole is, but the use of the word Gant kind of catches my interest just because of this color shenanigans. There we go. That was the new gun. Holy crap. Gather up the forces. Nah, that won't gain us anything, so we'll just lose a bit of terror. And where are we at now? Okay, that's fine. So there's nothing of interest hiding in this bit of blackness, apparently. So shall we just quickly stop by Hunter's Keep just to see if there is anything changed? Because I do remember, like, ages ago the Admiral said that they wanted to build a sort of a supply outpost there. Maybe that happens eventually? Wouldn't surprise me if they suddenly did something with the place again. And I don't really want to miss it. So that's something we should definitely have a peek at. Yeah, pretty cool. I quite like this turn of events. That weapon is a nightmare. And the stagger thing should make it really useful if it does what I think it does, which is basically like temporarily make your make the target that it hits unable to act. Then if we then could find another a frontal weapon, like not like the regular gun that we already had, that also staggers. Look in on the ruins. Has anything changed? Nope, nothing. Okay. Well, yeah, if we could find another weapon that staggers, then you could sort of stun lock. Couldn't you? Probably. Potential. Very much potential. Where's the entrance? Okay, there is London. Curious what the envelope of the Deviless is going to do for us. Because I'm not sure who to turn that into. The diplomat, maybe? Maybe we should try talking to the diplomat with that thing in our inventory. That could help. Or maybe there's just a new place to go with it now when we arrive. There we go, a breath of relief. Oh, there is a new place. As soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terror of the deep sea lighten. Yes, indeed. Nightmare strength is 1. Let's collect messages from the harbor master. Someone wants to sign on. A boarding action, what the hell? A sudden boil of bodies at the rail. While your sailors were sighing over the sights of London, armed foreigners were slipping up the side of the ship. They wear tight-fitting dark uniforms and carry complicated multiplicities of blades. The presbyterate adventuress curses apologetically. Out of time, she says. Ah, so that's what has to happen. Assassins from the college. Yes, they're here for me. No, I didn't mention it. Yes, you're right to be cross. If you want to give me up, that's fair. She offers you her pistol. I'd listen to her, one of the assassin adds. In perfect English, this is a sacred duty. We'll pay you a sacred price. What's a gang of unexpected assassins between friends? Have at them. Have at them! Blood on the deck. The assassins fight fiercely in the near silence. Your crew makes up for it with yells and shots, and the adventurers outdust them all with whoops of fierce delight. At last you drive the assassins back over the side. They take to their coracles and wisp into the night, while you check your wounded and your dead. All right, the adventuress says, lowering her blade. All right. Oh, and thanks, she adds almost as an afterthought. A sailor glowers at her from over the body of his comrade. You gained 1 iron. And failed, you lost 3 crew. Well, we're in London, so that's okay. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Ask the adventurers why you've been ambushed. Demand that you leave her ship. No. I owe you an explanation, don't I? What I'm about to tell you is a deep secret, a college secret, but people have died. I owe you an explanation. None shall live 1,000 years. in the presbyterate in the south. We're close to the mountain and far from the sun, so we could live forever were that permitted. It isn't. The law is none shall live 1,000 years. My father made it to 1,011. She grins with shamefaced pride. Good for him, bad for his children. The law for me is thou shalt not live 100 years. I'm out of time. That's why I left the Navy. The college will get to me. They always do in the end, and I can't keep letting other people die for me. She stands to go. Will you help me find a way to die well? In battle would do, or a duel. I don't want to be, I just shot by a pirate, eaten by a shark. I want people to talk after I'm gone. She offers you a hand. I'm sorry. Gained 1 secret. We gained 1 pages. Yeah. The adventuress has asked you to help her die properly. How would we do that? Oh, we don't know. Where could that... Well, if we we'll find it, I guess. We'll just keep her around. She's a good officer, so... We'll see how that goes. Let's ask the diplomat. Move in the great game. We have never given her one. Let's do that. The diplomat takes no notes, only listens with utmost concentration, fingers tip touching, eyes lightly closed. The payment is small but welcome. Okay, that's pretty crap. So now we know that at least. And it actually also costs us an admiralty favor. That kind of sucks. Okay, the brass embassy. This is Hell's Foothold in London. It's warm, bright, and handsome. Every window blazes with light. There is a screech abruptly cut off from the excruciation annex. Sell a crate of human souls. Why did you come here? Sell a shipment of red honey. No, thank you. The Deviless has provided intelligence from inside the Brimstone Convention. The aristocrat exiles of Hell. Hell will no doubt be interested. Oh, so she's betraying the others to the revolutionaries that have won. Interesting. A warm welcome. An urbane devil ushers you into a copper-paneled interview room. There are hunting prints on the walls, but the hunters are devils and their quarry women and men. The devil listens, fingers steepled, to your story, nodding encouragingly. That's terribly helpful of you, terribly helpful. Could I have the message, please? He reads it with interest. Oh, that's very good. Allow me to offer a consideration to you. Here, for your trouble. Bring me more and I'll give you something else. But, do you mind performing some independent verification? You know how expats can get. Sometimes their imagination runs away with them. Anyway, here's a little present for your source. A gift. Okay. Okay. And it's not even a whole space. Right, let's talk to this moppet. Something bright. 1,000. Thank you. Where I'm going, there will be light enough eventually, but we'll need something we can manage ourselves. But now I have further need of your services. A dream and a scheme. Yeah, he does do, like, he's up to something, but I don't know what. Something intricate. Find them in buried treasures. Outlandish artifacts? Or Parabola then. 700 or 1,500 for outlandish artifacts. I think they're worth 100. And you can get them for 150, so we could buy them and advance the quest somehow. That could be useful. Right. Do we have anything to do in London? Hire more crew, yes. A new recruit is probably just a sailor. No. We do take on more crew though. 2. Let's get some more. Okay, we're full again. And let's go to our admiral and submit our port reports. Okay, there's Morn, Port Cecil, Quaker's Haven, Shepherd Isle, submit as fact a high-risk challenge. No. No. This is always just a hearsay. Abbey Rock, okay. Yeah, we've had all this before. Right. How are we doing? Fathom King's Hold, Grand Geode, Khan's Shadow. We've been around. Okay. 18 fuel again. And we can probably sell the Sinterlag as well. There we go. Back up to 2,000. Lovely. That was quite the journey. Who else do we have? Oh, the Madman. Does he have anything to say? No? Okay. Not really. Right, do we have anyone? Oh, this guy, I can't remember what we did with that guy though. Captain, my sleep is riddled with dreams. Dreams of bells and candles. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings now. Do you hear it? Do you know this place? Can I plot a course? Chapel of Lights. Is this going around in circles? I'm pretty sure we've taken him there already. Ah, okay, yes, because it, yeah, okay. So we still don't know what to make of this. Alright, well, I'll have to think about what to do next then. Could try to get an agent into the Khanate. Maybe. What else is there? Yeah, this is what 1500 gets us. Oh, that's an aft weapon though. Yeah, this is worse than what we have. Deck weapon. Does it stun? Forward weapon, stagger 8 seconds. What? 900, 32 hull damage, 22 life damage, 2 crew oh, maybe the crew damage is higher. This thing is pretty intense. 4 crew damage, 4 warm-up. Ah, maybe it's the warm-up time that's different then. Never really compared those because I could never afford any. No? Costs 1 torpedo component per use. That would explain it. Okay. Yeah, so it's expensive then. This doesn't cost torpedo components. And this is an engine, huh? Devours engine submission. Interesting. Okay, these are pretty expensive. Let's check the shipyard just to see. Okay, we need 6,000 for this thing. Yeah, this is the next one I want really, and I've been wanting that for a while, so I'll think about maybe doing a bit of a trading adventure throughout the week if I can. For now, I think I'll leave it here. I thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time, and bye for now.